irrefutable proof that they are indeed up to no good.
Get to your feet.
That's what's up.
I told you you were not no more magic.
Look at me. You massively underestimated us.
So you have completed the 5 families. You've got 4 of them on side.
What's the Witcher noise?
You will have the favour of the Ladageeps when the time comes. The Ladageeps agree to have you for dinner tomorrow night to discuss things further if you have any more to ask, and then you can use their facilities to start training and leveling up and what have you in the downtime in safety of their mansion where Laethal can't get at you.
Can we just assume that the montage is a Rocky montage with us in the gym hitting weights?
They've obviously, as high elves, got a gym.
They've got a gym.
Yeah.
I think it's just us getting buff.
They've got like a non-Euclidean house where like it's kind of, you can just open a room and it's way bigger on the inside than it should be.
Buffed up dickheads.
Yeah.
Buffed up dickheads.
Buffed up dickheads.
Right, boy.
All right, so you can have a long rest now. You in the safety of the Ladageep house, so nobody needs to worry about staying watch.
Take a long rest.
As per my rules, the leveling up to level 11, or the character level 11, takes 11 days, as does 12 to 12 days and 13 to 13
So we're
days.
at their house for 11 days?
You are at their house using the facilities.
These guys
are opposite.
Good morning!
We thought that they were going to just drop off.
There's no rush here, right?
Wow, this is really
You
outstanding.
guys are really being very hospitable. Thank you.
It's Elven tradition. It would be very rude of us to tell you that you're overstaying your welcome.
Yeah, that would be very rude, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're out of milk, by the way.
And then they just
Also, you're out of toilet paper. I used a magazine. Oh, that's all right. I think I blocked
Oh,
the
no.
toilet.
No, the only magazines in there are very magical antiques.
Yeah.
My butt feels
It felt
weird.
magical.
And Baradun's just started walking around in his robes, but nothing else. There's no underclothes. So if
Put the mouse back in the house.
if a brief wind comes through and the like robe blows open, and I'm just like, hey Greg,
Eating sausages for breakfast. I think I'm done.
My maximum hit points is like only gone up by like 3.
it's because we had temp HP and it would have just got rid of it just then.
I gave you temp HP with aid.
Yeah, right. But the whole level change has made my max hit points just go up by 3.
Okay.
From what my previous level was.
Maybe didn't roll it for you.
Maybe it didn't.
You can fix that. We can fix that in there. All right. So during your level up, you are going to level 11, level 11 cleric, level 11 barbarian, level 11 sorcerer, and level 8/9 rogue. Because we're actually going to jump you over level 8 with the ability score improvement to level 9. For reasons that we'll get into. Cool. So you can go into manage HP, and you can add in whatever it should be there. So if you want to, do you want to roll it?
Yeah, roll it.
Okay. So get your D12. Here we go again for another 12. This will be, I think, the third time you've rolled a 12 on your
Come on,
hit points.
12.
What is that?
3.
3.
Oh, mate.
That's literally what
You got it right. It was destined to be.
Yeah. So it's 3 plus your. So just put that number up by 3.
What happened to you, man?
101.
What happened?
Used to be cool.
Yeah, man, you used to be cool. He's still rolling above his if he'd have been taking the average each time so far.
By the way,
what
just really quickly while we're talking about it, my HP is now 69.
Nice. Nice. That's the internet number.
Just for everyone at home.
Nice. Lol. Nice.
Don't know the significance of it.
Is that is Baradun feeling sexy?
Yeah,
It's
sexy.
just-
Still not
it's
wearing
11
it.
days. That's why he's
That's why I'm only wearing the robe, the cloak, right, whatever you call it.
All right.
And I'm 68, so I'm 1 less sexy.
See, you're just less sexy.
That's not sexy at all.
Slightly less sexy.
What are you doing for your level ups related to what the new thing is that you get? What are you guys doing over those 11 days of training?
11 days of
Looking out,
training.
praying?
My new ability is where's my feats and traits? Is Relentless Rage. So my new ability is that if I drop to 0 hit points while raging and I don't die, which would be every time I drop to 0.
Yeah, you could if I kill you with enough damage to drop you to 0 and have enough left over to go below your maximum 130 something, then you'd instantly die.
Very rare situations. Maybe.
Very rare, but like jumping off, like falling
Yeah.
off of something very high might do it because you could do like 300 damage.
Oh, okay.
Then it would outright kill you.
And I make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, which is most of the time because I've got Constitution plus 7, so
7.
I'd have to get 2 or less.
Yeah. So there's only 10% chance of you failing it the first time.
Then I don't die.
You're just like, no, actually I'm on 1.
I just go back to sweet, but just 1 health.
Yeah.
So
you could be on. What's your max hit points now? Like 140 or something?
Yeah, 134.
134. So you could be on 1 hit point, and I could do 130 damage to you.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, DC 10 con save? No, I'm on 1 hit point actually, bruh.
What's up? and full damage, whatever.
You're just bloody
as fuck. Yeah.
So tell me, over the 11 days, how does that manifest?
The way that I practice this is I go, every one of you come into the room with me, and I want you to nearly kill me.
Oh, is it like 3v1 styles?
Yeah.
I'm like Baron, like, fuck, I've wanted this for so long.
This might tie into how you get your things. Let's bust out the big guns.
Seriously, I want you to nearly kill me.
Okay, so this is
everyone kills
He's saying it like it took any sort of
This is
persuasion.
me learning one of my things.
They were like,
You guys-
say no more.
No, why you guys, you're very keen on this.
I just start stabbing.
Here we go.
Slicing and stabbing.
So this ties into how I get one of my things. I remember a spell that I used to know, and I looked through Leothel's book.
Just a spell, though.
And I now have a spell called Disintegrate, which
does, I think it says in the spell, a ton of damage.
yeah, basically it's one of the highest. It does 10d6 plus 40.
It is an average of 75 damage. And if it knocks you to 0, you are turned into ash, and you can only be
So I
brought
go,
back
oh,
by...
you want me to do some damage to you? What? And like, hold up, before you do it.
There was something about turning to ash. Does Relentless Rage
Literally started to go,
I love that
Huge
Bodger
chunk
just
of your
comes
hit
into a
points.
room and is like, I've been thinking, maybe you guys do some damage to me and we'll just launch it. Incinerate, fucking stab him. Whoa!
I've been waiting.
So this actually ties in very well to so I'm a pacifist.
Yeah.
I'm very much like, don't want to do damage. But Bodger comes over and he goes, oh, do damage to me, Greg. And like, I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I'm not
good.
about that.
I need
No, I'm not going to do that.
practicing.
And you end up getting quite violent about like, do it. And so really, stop pushing me. Stop pushing. And I learn. He pushes me so hard that I learn harm. Is that what it's called? It's called harm.
I am now going to harm you.
He pushes me so hard I learn harm, does
It's one of those spells that's like, it's actually way more powerful than the name would
it shouldn't be called
imply.
harm. It should be called fucking killing everyone.
A level 1 spell should be called harm, not a level 6.
Yeah. This is more. This is severely wounded.
It also does a butt ton of damage.
So this does 14d6 necrotic damage. So you really push Greg over there. I'm like,
Oh, Greg, come here. Okay, I need you to try and kill me. Kill me.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, Greg, I'm training a new ability called Relentless Rage. So I need you to try and kill me.
Yeah, Bodger, I'm not going to try and kill you.
Greg, try and kill me.
Absolutely not.
I'm not joking. Seriously, try and kill me. Go.
Bodger, I am literally
Greg,
a cleric
try
of
and
life.
kill
I'm not
me.
gonna try
Stop
and
being a dick.
kill
Stop being
you.
a little pussy. Try and kill.
I am not being a
little pussy.
I am not being a pussy.
Try and kill me. Don't be a little pussy.
I am not
Try
being
and
a pussy. I
You're
am
being
not.
a little pussy.
I am not being
You're
a
a little pussy. You're a little pussy. You're a little pussy. You're a little pussy.
Whoa, what are you doing? Are you hurting Bodger? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
No.
Oh,
you'd been looking at Trenton doing necrotic shit.
Yeah.
You're like,
From every part that he
taking some
contacts you,
inspiration.
from his hands out, just like spread out these network of like bulging blackened
And as that's
veins.
happening, I'm like, oh my god! And
The bulging blackened veins from you, and then just start bursting in your neck and stuff.
this ties into the other thing that I've learned.
14d6 is an average of about 50 damage, about 49 damage.
It's like leans into the other thing where I see what I've done. I'm like, oh my god, blinding heal. And I've now learned blinding heal, which is a custom NPC man spell.
Custom spell I made.
if you want to use it at
NPC
home,
man.
I don't know, maybe we'll put it up somewhere.
If
You want to use it at home?
How does that work?
Good luck.
So blinding
Ask
heal
us for
is
enough, and we'll do it.
Do you have the info on you, Rob?
I do, yeah. It's a level 1 spell like Cure Wounds, but it is 2d8 instead of 1d8, and it's a range of 30 feet instead of touch. But it comes at the cost of every time you do it, there's a 50% chance that the person is blinded until the end of your next turn. So for an
That
entire round and then a thing,
Never use it
you're
on me.
blinded. And
But
it's not only blinded, it also negates anything that would allow you to see with like tremor sense or blind sight or any other way that you can get around being blinded.
I
No,
can
you're
level it up so it does more
you can
heals.
also, for every time he levels anything above level 2, it gets another 2d8, but the chance of increasing the blinding goes up by 5%.
I'm sorry, I'm going to use
Greg?
this spell.
Never use this on me. I do not consent to being being blind.
It's a hell of a lot of healing.
Say I'm blind and there's an enemy in here. I've got.
You would have disadvantage to attack them. They would have advantage to attack you. Which you could negate. Which you could negate with a reckless attack. So you could give yourself advantage, and they already have advantage against you. So there's no downside to reckless attacking and negating his damage.
Like double advantage on me. Yeah.
No.
So harm and blinding heal.
Cool.
So if he blinds you with blinding heal, you would
I'm going to use
just
it. I'm going to
reckless attack from them.
I'm going to use it when you have no damage on you.
All right. And what do we get over here?
And I.
One damage. Don't worry.
Blinding heal, maximum level.
And for me, I'm just kind of hiding when he comes in the room. And I just shoot out like Eldritch Blast and other spells from hiding.
Yeah.
And I work on my magical ambush.
You've got a magical ambush as an arcane trickster, so you can, anytime that he is hidden when he makes an attack on you with a spell attack, you would have disadvantage on the saving throw against that spell.
Yeah.
So you can do better attacks from
So I'm
hidden.
just in the shadows go, ha
Not your turn.
You also at level 8 got an ability score improvement, and
Yes.
you took.
Constitution!
He took his first 2 points in Constitution, meaning he has slightly better hit points.
Slightly better, 68. So I'm still like half your HP.
I have one other thing that I'm taking is I've gotten rid of Maximilian's Earthen Grasp because I've got Hold Monster, or whatever it is, so I don't need it anymore. But I've been chatting to Bob about what's it like in your head, Bob? With like,
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
A literal nightmare.
describe like if you were to walk through it, what would that be like?
Just eternal blackness, lots of scary, scary noises and
That
voices,
sounds freaking awesome.
etc.
Okay, and then we're at breakfast one day and we look across the table as you're telling about, oh man, that reminds me of something, and I cast on Greg.
Huh? What's going on? I'm not a slot. You're still out of milk, by the way. What?
Just eating dry cereal.
I was like, oh my god, that sounds freaking awesome. And so I cast Mental Prison on Greg.
Greg, tell me, what is the one thing that would terrify Greg more than anything else if it was to surround him within his personal space?
If it was a maze around him.
Oh god. Okay, like
Like a cage that is right up in your personal space. Is it fire? Is it like gnashing teeth? Is it just adventurers that are all wanting something from
I think
you?
it's very similar to your nightmare. It's just darkness. It's a void of nothing.
Just non-existent.
And non-existent and shadow and just ooze and tar and
As you're sitting at
tendrils.
sitting at the breakfast table eating this dry breakfast.
Yeah, you're out of milk, by the way.
Just crunching dry wheat bix. Really dry mouth. Suddenly, the entire room starts to get darker and darker, as if there's like a solar eclipse or something, and all of the lights have gone out. And then the bowl in front of you starts to just fill up with something that isn't milk. It's like a black ichor-y ooze, and then it spills out very quickly and down onto your lap. Around you, the people at the breakfast table turn to you, and their eyes are just like they've got blank faces, like faceless, expressionless faces. But their mouths are like just skinned over, but their eyes are there just as empty sockets in their head. that just ooze, they just ooze blackness out of them, and it just very quickly just surrounds you and gets like it's being.
Hey, Bob!
And then it starts to act as if it's just being held back. It wants to get to you, and it's right here, and you are just terrified in space of just you can't move an inch, otherwise you'll touch one of these things.
I just cast mental prison on Greg.
Lol.
Bob, come over here.
What's up?
Do you want to see something fun?
Always.
You know how you like darkness and stuff?
Yes, I do. My favorite thing.
I have some darkness for you.
Oh, great.
Here we go. I'm gonna do something on Greg.
Okay. What have you done?
So I've put him in a mental prison.
Oh, how fun!
It gives him his most deepest, darkest fears, and I imagine because he's a cleric of the light, it'll be all horrible dark
Yeah,
things.
he's in like a literal hell right now.
A hellscape for his mind.
Man, torturing your friends. So much fun.
Torturing your friend.
Yeah! Hey, Greg, welcome to my world, mate.
Oh, that's good.
Welcome to my world.
Kill me, please, kill me, please.
All
How
right.
long does it last again?
A minute.
What is the actual mechanical effect here?
So
It restrains a creature. It gives them a bunch of psychic damage, and then if they ever touch or reach through the illusion, they take a bunch more psychic damage.
I really don't know. Greg's been through a lot mentally,
And also
and he really doesn't
blinds
need
them
this.
to the
but
outside, they can't see through it.
He's going to be down the hill a little bit. Right, very cool.
But you got to show off a new spell, so worth it.
Hey, Greg, how's your cereal?
Suddenly, Suddenly, and almost as quickly as it began, everything just recedes back, and Baradoon's laughing his shit.
But you come back
laughing
and
his ass off
what
at the
sits
table.
in your bowl?
You go to.
He's having a dust bath, like,
Push the
like a
ball
little
away.
bird.
Sorry for stopping the game, but you shouldn't practice necromancy. That's worse than drugs, man. So we've made a necromancy abuse resistance education system, and we're putting it on our store right now. If you want to get a shirt and proudly show off that you hate necromancy as well, check out the link or wait till the end of the video. It'll be in the description or at the end of the video. And you can make sure that necromancy never happens. Now back to the game.
Baradoon. You.
What?
Hey now.
What happened, Greg? Did something happen? Did something happen, Greg?
I need to have a sleep. I'll be right back. How much psychic damage? I took a lot of psychic damage. I'm gonna have another nap.
An average of
And you never
25.
I'm not sure I
Better be some milk.
approve of our guests, Father. Zozo says, coming into the
Shut
drawing room.
up.
Yeah, you've learned to just ignore this
fucking guy.
entitled little prick. That evening, though, once you've all leveled up to a level 11, as your parting gift, as it were, they've put on a little bit of a banquet for you. A couple of the other heads of families are coming around. Renee Phantasmo is coming around with her son Derek and his son Zaza.
Hey!
Zaza.
So
Hey, Bodger, you know Zaza, don't you?
you shouldn't.
Very similar.
I don't have any reason to. I just feel,
A connection to him. Very good.
I can't wait to meet that man.
Derek arrives that evening and says,
Is
Zaza's ill.
Ricky
He's
coming
not-
around as well, or is he in
No,
hiding still?
Ricky keeps himself in hiding.
Who's the head of the Phantasms? It's
Renee.
No, Renee.
Renee's the matriarch of the Phantasmos. And is
Was this like one of those ending cutscenes of the area where all of the characters we've met through this particular area, they're all together and it's like...
that was the intention.
I mentioned the ending of Return of the Jedi and the Ewok party.
So I've got it in my notes that it's like, oh, all the heads of the family that you've got on board are going to come around for this banquet with you, and then I was like, and then I have to NPC them all.
It's kind of
They all entertain themselves in different rooms of the house that you're not allowed in.
It's just like really awkward dancing. Like that's what I remember from the Ewok party. It's just everyone's like not really into it, but everyone's like, just we have to celebrate because.
How long do we have to stay?
So it's just basically like we did that, and then we defeat the Dark Lords, and this is the end of everything. That's the big end.
I think this is the end.
This is the end of the campaign. They're wrapped up today.
Dancing like, hey!
All we needed to do was get Trenton, and then hey presto.
we see some ghosts.
for watching. This is the.
We see some ghosts and you have like awkward like.
We see the ghost of Dirk. Dirk Force ghost. And they're off to the side going,
Why did you forget about me? I've been in hell.
you guys made me commit
Literally.
suicide, but it's okay.
But it's all right because you guys are the good guys.
I forgive you for being the absolute worst.
Dirk, you're here. Am I having that Return of the Jedi moment?
Well, I don't exactly remember Obi-Wan being driven to suicide by being assholes to him about his lost love.
Oh man.
This is not a direct comparison.
So this is gonna be a really good, like, feel-good moment where we kind of put differences aside and just nodded at each other.
No.
No?
No, you drove me to commit suicide, essentially, is what happened.
Did you really just come to this party to drag it down?
Oh, I want to shit all over your balls, yes.
Having such a good time.
Really awkward, actually, they're here. Like, and they don't know to leave. Like,
There's also the ghost of Gerard, the butler that you let starve to
I definitely remember
death.
him.
Gerard the butler. Do we kill him?
You inadvertently killed him.
I've blocked a lot of this from my memory. Greg.
Nobody acknowledged it at the time, so I was like, I don't know if they picked up on the fact that Gerard was a butler.
This really gets Greg down seeing all these ghosts, and it brings back a lot of memories that he.
Anyway, you get to that evening, and there is a banquet put on for the Ladageeps and the Phantasmos. The others have sent their apologies; they can't make it because I don't want to do them as bosses. And they would add nothing to the scene. But during dinner, you are seated next to people to try and force you guys to mingle a little more because you are in desperate need of better social skills. The Ladageeps have discovered over the last 11 days. They've put you next to other people from the different families. You are seated next to a young entitled wizard known as Zaza Phantasmo. Hey. What does the conversation go like?
I go, hey. So I've got you're Zaza, right? Well, yes, of course. Yes, I am. I feel like I know you. Did you go to my high school or something? Like, how old are you? Well, I'm actually
he's like,
at least
like in his 80s, I think.
80 something. I guess that's not that then.
I'm at least 80 something.
Stop counting.
That's how I say
you know when you get beyond 30, you stop counting.
People ask how old I'm at least 30.
And you're an elf, right? Well,
this is an awful conversation.
Well, I mean,
I'm just sitting there watching this conversation. Has Bodger forgot how to be a human?
Of course, I mean, fuck's sake. Father!
Dad!
Can I be seated anywhere
Can I be seated anywhere else? No, I feel like we've got a thing.
Stop being rude. Get to know your table mate.
Wait, what's that? I feel like we know each other. Like, don't you know you always...
And then Zaza starts going, Father! Father!
You know,
Dad,
right? You know.
Well, you know, you put me here deliberately, did you, Father? You put me here deliberately, did you, Father? Ooh, yuck. Hey, this guy. Anyway. Well, I'll get to know you. And
Derek at some point turns to you and starts having a conversation about what's going on with your eyes. Why are you smoking?
What?
He starts to learn a little about you and your connection to giants in general, and asks you about that stuff. And then you remember at that point that you have a bag of beans that I'm sick of waiting for you to use. So I'm just going to outright tell you have a bag of beans that when the Baroness Vazagri gave them to you, said, once you've got a better idea of what's going on for you and who this patron is and things like that,
when that happens,
definitely come and talk to me immediately. And that was in episode 64, I think it was, maybe 68. And it is now episode like 150 something.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's been in-game, I looked this up yesterday, it's been about 3 months in-game. Since she gave you those beans.
To be fair, we haven't been near a mountain.
Well, we definitely have.
You went up a mountain to the stone giant.
Who could have known?
You also went up the highest mountain in the area to Enderlin's theatre.
But apart from those 2 times, we haven't been anywhere near a mountain.
Exactly.
Come on.
So I'm sick of waiting.
And to be fair, I forgot. I would have used them.
You're literally the prophesied one to be like, you're gonna save the giants.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there going, oh yeah, I'm the chosen one.
I meant to some giantess about
I completely forgot. We've been so busy with all this shit, and I've got a crazy mix-up inside my brain, which is probably part of it. And I should really look into that at some point.
So beans. What?
Yeah, I got a bag of beans, magic beans.
Okay.
From a cloud giant.
Okay.
And they were like, Bob, you're our chosen savior. You're going to save the race of giants. And I was like,
I was trying to convince
wouldn't have thought so.
Yes.
to eat them. I was trying to you should eat it.
You'd managed to convince yourself that eating one would give you a permanent 5 to your HP. I'd said literally nothing that could have alluded to that, but you were like, that's what it does. I bet one of them.
Give me, I'm gonna eat it.
That'll give me, I'm sure of it. It will give me 5 HP.
I really don't think that's the case. No, they were giving me to by a magical giant. I am the chosen one.
Do you want a beanstalk to grow out of your body and probably murder you?
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm f***ing tempted just to kill you.
Maybe a persuasion check of how persuasive grabby hands.
Imagine it was like... Oh, damn it.
8 plus...
That's your persuasion?
Persuasion is plus 2. 10.
Not very persuasive.
Grabby hand is
argument.
not persuasive.
I would love it if now he got the bean. Like, it's been on your person for like
almost 3 months.
Here's one.
Do you give him one?
No.
Okay. How many do you retract?
I'm so tempted.
Because literally a Jack and the Beanstalk beanstalk
You got
growing
12
out
in the
of
bag.
I got 12 of them.
I mean,
Here you go then.
There it is.
Oh no.
There it is, everybody. There it is. All right.
Bodger takes 10, fucking 100 d20 damage.
Hey, Bob, can I eat one of the beans?
No!
Let me have a bean.
For the last time, Bodger. No, they're my magic beans. You're not going to eat one.
You don't need all, 12 of them.
You don't know that. We know nothing about these beans.
Exactly, so give me a bean.
You don't even know what will happen.
Bob, give me a bean.
No.
Give me a bean.
No.
Give me a bean.
Fuck. You know what? You know what? I take no responsibility for what happens, all right? Hey, go. Fucking hell. Oh, I guess. Oh, God! It went pop. Imagine if this is the end of Bodger. And we've got Zaza here. So
he said no comedy, Locked in. This is happening.
Imagine if Bodger just goes,
well, this is happening.
and we're like, oh, well, Zaza, you want to come and join us for no real reason?
Zaza is here.
This is the perfect time for Zaza to come
Plus
along.
5 HP.
Not quite. So, Bodger, you very, very clearly mimed chewing this thing, and there are two different mechanics for if you chew it or if you swallow it whole. You chewed it as per your mime. So, upon destroying the bean, you take 5d4 of a particular damage, and the type of damage is randomized. So, this could be something like force damage or something that you can't have. In fact, you're not raging, so you wouldn't be able to have any of it. So, just for flavor, though, let's still see what it is.
I want him to turn into a bean. Like, I want him to just be
There are more magical effects that would happen if he swallowed it whole, but instead he destroyed the bean, which just makes the bean explode.
We have to have another one.
Which means it is cold damage. It is 5d4 cold damage, so you get the worst. Like, I don't know if you have sensitive teeth and you bite into ice cream, but it is like not only that, but it's like you've got a huge chunk of like an ice cream cake, and you just took a huge bite and then just held it there. And you just hold your teeth there, and somebody else is holding it in the back of your head. It's kind of like that. And then you also get on top of that the worst brain freeze in the world.
How's it going, Bodger?
I love that we're at a big banquet when this is happening too.
There's probably a bowl of really nice beans right there.
You take 14 points of cold damage at the table as out of his mouth this cold sort of breath just around the rest of the table.
Like a really good after dinner mint.
Yeah. So total 14?
Just a total of 14.
I thought it was gonna be like 100 d12 as a fucking vine.
Not for a single bean.
Yeah.
There are 12 in a bag, and you can use them as weapons. If you throw one, it explodes on impact for 5d4 damage of a random type. So if you just chuck the bag at someone, you do 11 times 5. You do 55d4 of random damage.
Wow.
You only need one to make the old beanstalk. So.
Potentially, if you do it right. And yes, if you
swallowed
it instead.
All right, you enjoy that, Bodger? Was that fun? Great. I guess we need to find a mountain then.
Yeah.
Good remembering.
There are mountains outside of the islands of Thilliburn to the north, where the lake is surrounded by mountains. in a very geographically accurate way that whoever made this map definitely understood the basics of geography and didn't have,
all lakes are always surrounded by mountains.
And the rivers that run from a mountain definitely doesn't run through a mountain range to get to this lake. Stop. This map definitely didn't have a river that runs from a mountain range to another mountain range.
Long and hard. Okay, it
was inspired by Lord
years of planning. This map took years of planning. Okay?
I was looking at it last night, being like, I've long known about the river that runs from mountain range to mountain range, but also now that I was looking at like how you guys are going to get from place to place and like to get to the next location you need to go to, I was like, maybe they could take the river. No, this river runs from a lake to another lake and doesn't go to the ocean.
That's how rivers work.
Shut up.
Rob, have you ever heard of magic?
Magic is a magic river.
When in doubt, this is a world of magic. The elves.
Exactly, it's not Earth, mate.
Yeah.
Shit just works.
It's
from one spring to another. It's got magical gravity.
Magical gravity.
Thank you.
It's a dragon river. I don't.
Who cares?
It's a wizard.
When in doubt,
a
wizard did it. A wizard did it.
The Ladageep, Roydlin says, we're happy to transport you to the edge of the dome in the morning at your earliest convenience. If tomorrow works for you, we could set you off tomorrow.
No rush really.
We're all having such a great time
well,
here.
Perhaps with the Leothil taking over the world situation,
I guess. Oh God, you're probably right.
Still at a loss at how long it's taking you to get more milk.
We have. Are you not looking in the fridge?
They can also just.
I'm not in the fridge. I'm here.
They can also just magically make milk up there. Sorry.
That's
I apologize.
Is there a jug in the? I didn't see the jug.
Even more ironic, it's an alchemy jug, like one of the ones that you used to have.
I apologize. I feel silly. I'm just having cereal.
He just pours out maple syrup. He's forgotten how an alchemy jug works since he's no longer an artificer.
Bodger goes to Zaza, and I would like you to play Zaza now, so I can have an interaction. Excuse me, Zaza. Can I have a magical thing? What? I just want. I'm trying to save the world, and I was wondering if I could have a magical. Like, do you have anything magical?
Don't touch me.
Can I have it?
No, Father. Why is he next to me? He smells so
give
bad.
him a magical.
Do you have like a magical, like a magical amulet or something that I could have?
Guidance. Make a persuasion check with guidance. It's a D20 and a D4.
16.
16 plus
a D4.
Plus 4.
Have you got a D4?
Yeah, you actually touched it, Rob.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the little caltrop.
1.
So 17 plus your persuasion of 2, 19.
2,
no, not from Zaza. 19 isn't enough to be persuasive from how you played him. No, absolutely not.
Like a magical ring or something, trying to save the world.
That's so outrageous.
Do you not?
He just lifts his hand up and then just casts fog cloud.
And then
around the table.
Can you believe that? Over
and then you hear the from next to you.
Wait, no,
just footsteps as you walk.
I can see across the table. I go across the table. I go, Zaza, you know me, Baradun, spellcaster to spellcaster. Would you like to give me a magical item?
Smash! And it.
Chicken's quite good.
I just keep trying to become friends with Zaza.
As we all know, I am the chosen one and the savior of the giants.
Then that hammer is rightfully the person's.
I am desperate for you to get to this f***ing planting the beans. So I'm going to tell you, everybody's already in bed.
I just want you to remember what you did to me.
I'm actually really disappointed you're still part of this narrative.
Yeah. I'm disappointed I ever was a part of this narrative.
Fuck you, Dirk.
Fuck you, Dirk. Fuck you, Dirk.
On the roll.